was a stormy night, the kind where the wind howls through the trees like a lost soul searching for peace. Alicia sat by the window, her heart heavy with memories of those she had lost. She glanced at her son Raiden, who lay peacefully asleep in his crib. Little did she know, Raiden had a connection to the other side that would soon unveil itself in chilling and mysterious ways. From the moment Raiden was born in January 2018, he exhibited an uncanny awareness of things beyond this world. Alicia often caught him giggling and cooing at empty corners of his nursery, as if entertained by invisible visitors. Her mother, a deeply religious woman, believed these were guardian angels watching over him. "Someone is keeping an eye on him," she'd say, her voice laced with certainty. Then came June 2018, a time when the veil between the living and the dead seemed especially thin. Alicia's husband's grandmother had just passed away, her soul slipping quietly from her hospice bed in the humid valley of Lafayette along the Gulf Coast of Texas. She had longed to meet Raiden, but illness and distance had kept them apart. As the family prepared to attend her funeral, Alicia's parents offered to watch Raiden. They were keen on taking him to church that Sunday, while Alicia and her husband traveled to the valley for the service. Alicia agreed, unaware of the supernatural encounter that awaited them. That Sunday, as the church bells tolled and echoed through the quiet neighborhood, Alicia's parents sat in the back pew, close to the crying room where babies could be taken if they grew restless. Raiden, just 5.5 months old, sat in his grandmother's lap, his eyes twinkling with an unspoken joy. Throughout the service, Raiden seemed fixated on something, or someone, in the back of the church. His tiny face broke into smiles, his chubby hands reaching out to the empty air. Alicia's mother, curious but unfazed, assumed it was another child or a friendly parishioner entertaining him. After the service, as the congregation began to disperse, Alicia's mother felt a gentle tap on her shoulder. She turned to see an elderly woman with glasses, supported by another silent, solemn figure beside her. They both smiled warmly at Raiden, and the woman with glasses spoke softly. "Your grandbaby was such a joy today. He's truly a special child." The old woman then offered Raiden a crisp $2 bill. Alicia's mother hesitated, puzzled by the unusual gesture. Who carries $2 bills anymore? But she accepted, thanking the woman for her kindness. As the women left the church, Alicia's mother dismissed the encounter as a simple act of generosity, yet a whisper of unease lingered in her mind. Later that evening, as Alicia relayed the story to her husband, a chill ran down his spine. "A $2 bill?" he repeated, eyes wide with disbelief. His grandmother had a peculiar tradition. She would give each of her grandchildren $2 and $20 bills every Christmas without fail. Alicia's heart skipped a beat. Could it be her? They rushed to confirm the details with Alicia's mother. When shown a photograph from the obituary card, her face turned ashen. "That's her," she gasped, the color draining from her cheeks. "I don't know who the other woman was, but that's her." The revelation sent shivers down Alicia's spine. Could the mysterious woman in church have been her husband's grandmother, reaching out from beyond the grave to finally meet her great-grandson? They framed the $2 bill, a tangible reminder of the inexplicable encounter, and placed it in Raiden's room, a testament to the thin line between the living and the departed. As the years passed, Raiden's encounters with the spirit world became more frequent and unnerving. In January 2020, tragedy struck again as Ramon's grandfather, Oscar, a kind-hearted lawyer known for his generosity in Raymondville, Texas, passed away. With a heavy heart, Alicia's husband attended the funeral alone, leaving Alicia and Raiden at home. That night, as the clock struck 7, Alicia went through the bedtime routine with Raiden. His toddler bed faced the hallway, and as she read him a story, she noticed his eyes fixated on something unseen. Raiden giggled, his gaze following something invisible moving in the shadows. Alicia's heart pounded in her chest, the darkness around them feeling oppressive and thick. "What are you looking at, Raiden?" she asked, her voice trembling. Raiden simply pointed, a smile lighting up his face. The light. Alicia's breath caught in her throat. There were no lights down the hallway, no night lights to cast an eerie glow. Yet Raiden insisted. It's a good light. Fear clawed at Alicia's mind, but she pushed it aside, sensing a benevolent presence rather than malevolence. As Raiden's laughter filled the room, he suddenly hugged her tightly, whispering, "Peekaboo." Then, without warning, he lay down and drifted into a serene sleep, as if comforted by an unseen guardian. The following day, as Alicia recounted the experience to her husband, they both suspected Oscar had visited, offering his final farewell to Raiden during the rosary. Alicia could not shake the feeling that Raiden's innocence allowed him to glimpse beyond the veil, to see those who watched over him. Months later, another encounter would solidify Raiden's connection to the spirit world. Alicia's uncle, John, had succumbed to the ravages of COVID-19 in March 2020. The family mourned from a distance, unable to gather for a traditional funeral. One afternoon, as Raiden played baseball with a neighborhood friend, he abruptly stopped, staring into the distance. He returned to Alicia, a dinosaur toy clutched in his tiny hands, and asked, "Where's Uncle John?" Alicia's heart skipped a beat. "Uncle John?" she echoed, her voice barely above a whisper. "He was here," Raiden insisted. "He told me to show him my dinosaur." Alicia's mind reeled with disbelief. Her uncle had been gone for months, yet here was Raiden, speaking with the certainty only a child could possess. She explained as gently as she could that Uncle John had passed, but Raiden shrugged, unfazed, and continued playing as if nothing extraordinary had happened. These encounters haunted Alicia's thoughts, each one more chilling than the last. Yet beneath the fear lay a strange comfort, a reassurance that those they loved were never truly gone. Raiden's experiences were not just isolated incidents. They were a tapestry woven with the threads of love and the mysteries of the afterlife. In May 2021, Ramon's grandmother, Oscar's beloved wife, fell gravely ill and passed away. Alicia, heavily pregnant with their second child, found herself restless, unable to sleep as the clock ticked toward midnight. Raiden awoke, searching for his mother. Alicia lay beside him, trying to calm her racing thoughts. At the stroke of midnight, a series of soft knocks echoed from the window, followed by the melodious song of a bird. Alicia's heart froze, the sound eerie in the stillness of the night. She peered through the window, but the darkness revealed nothing. Yet, in her heart, she knew. A cardinal, a symbol of departed souls visiting the living, had sung its song as Ramon's grandmother departed this world. Moments later, Ramon's phone buzzed, confirming Alicia's suspicions. His grandmother had passed precisely at midnight. Alicia shared the night's events with him, her voice shaking as she spoke of the knocks and the bird's haunting melody. Each encounter left Alicia pondering the mysterious connection between Raiden and the spirits of their loved ones. She recalled how Raiden had once pointed to a picture of her grandmother in a curio cabinet and claimed she had accompanied them on a long drive. "She was beside the car," Raiden had said with certainty. Alicia's mother had been moved to tears, believing her mother's spirit had protected them on their journey. Raiden's gift, or perhaps curse, of seeing the unseen remained a source of both wonder and trepidation. As Alicia sat by the window, the storm outside subsiding to a gentle patter of rain, she knew that Raiden's ability to connect with the spirit world was a blessing, a reminder that love transcends the boundaries of life and death. His encounters were a testament to the enduring bond between the living and the departed, a bond that no storm could ever wash away.